Hi there, welcome to another Brickright video. Today we're going to be grouting or pointing, whatever you want to call it, to a porcelain patio. Now, which grout do you actually use? There's a multitude and I'll go through it really quickly, right? You've got your flow point, which is like a slurry grout. You've seen that. If you haven't seen what flow point is, go back in the videos. So you've got your slurry grout, which is like a cementatious grout, which is mixed like to a water consistency, and that flows into the joint, and then you just jet wash it off. There's that one. There's the brushing grout, like a polymeric grout, a resin grout that you can brush in and just, you know, you brush it in and just brush it off, and that's as simple as that. And there's the one we're going to use, which is like an external tile grout in system. And I think that for porcelain, externally, I think the tile grout is the actual one for me, which is the best one for porcelain. Different budgets. This one takes the longest to actually do, so you've got to consider how much it's going to cost, but we'll go through it with you. Today we're going to be doing tile grout. Let's get on with it. Right, this is the one we're going to be using today. It's the Larson Colourfast 360. Never used it before. It's from London Stone. They supply this with the product. So we're going to be using this one, and it's suitable for ceramic, porcelain, natural stone, mosaic and glass tiles. Joint width 1 to 15 mil, which suits us. Stain resistant, efflorescence free, easy to apply, mold proof, water repellent. It's a rapid set, and it's also stain resistant, and it's for external use. So it kind of suits what we need. So that's the product. The tools you're going to need. We do this on a professional basis. You might not do this. So what you would need is, you could just do it with a bucket and a sponge to get your grout off, but you will need one of these to be able to apply the grout to your tiles. Okay, so we've got a wash boy from Raimondi. We got that, and we got the smaller one as well. That's the hand one. So this one comes with this, and you'll see us. You just put that in there, clean it off, and then you can brush or pull your grout off using that one. This one's a handheld one, but pretty much does the same thing. And then we've got sponges and bits and pieces to be able to get the grout off. Mixing, we've got a mixing paddle, or Fraser's actually got it set up here, look. We've got a drill, he's got it all set up, ready to go. You've got your jug for measuring, for your water, to mix that into there. So we'll mix this up now and get it on the tiles. So just follow the instructions on your pack for your water and the gauge of the actual grout. Fraser's going to mix that now for a couple of minutes, which he already has done, and then you've got to leave it for 2 minutes and then mix it again before you start applying it. So if you haven't used this product, like we haven't used it, what I'd recommend, just mix a little bit up first, just a tiny bit, just to get used to the setting time, to get used to the feel of it, and just to get used to the product in general. And be careful. See these little muddy bits here? off my knee pads. So you've got to consider everything when you're doing this. So what we'll do, we'll let this set now to the point where we got to get it off. We'll get it off, then we're used to the product, then we can make a decision of how much we're going to mix up per time. So what I tend to do when you get to this stage, setting in the joint, you don't want to stick it to your slab. So what I do is I emulsify it. So what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to get all the residue off, but I'm looking to keep that joint nice and flush. You just use a bit of water and a sponge, and we've gone over all of it. Look, I'll show you. And it's all hazy and crappy on top. But this is where the wash boy now is going to come into contention. And you can see how hard work it is. Because Fraser's chucked water at me.
That's from the sponge,
That's
just picking it up.
So we're going to get the wash boy on it now and start dragging off the haze on top. So there we are, just pull that, don't press down, just use the weight of the sponge, and you just pull it 45 degrees back to your wash boy, dip and squeeze, Frey. Yep. Dip and squeeze, and then back to the bit when he needs to go. Obviously can't go 45 up against the wall. Don't push down on the sponge because you'll pull the joint out. That's the trick of it. You're just getting the worst off now, and then obviously we have to do multiple passes to get it all off. Would you say the jointing of the slabs is the least favourite and the worst bit?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, I think I would agree. I wish they would find an easier jointing system, pointing system, grouting system, whatever you want to call it, to do. The brushings are the easiest, but they don't tend to last. I know Scott Tidy Bricks has been on the videos doing his little bit with the polymer jointing compound, and he's got a method. You push it in with a jointing bar and the trowel, which I think is a good idea, to be honest with you. Whether it lasts the stead of time or what, I don't know. Scott has come up with a great idea for it, though, in all fairness to him. Done it again. Yeah, this is going to take multiple changes and cleans of water and passes and stuff before we get anywhere near where we want to be. But you have to be careful, because the more you go over it, the more chance you've got of taking that joint out. So you need to leave the joint set to a certain kind of point before you start doing this bit. But the worry is, you're tempted to do this bit because you can see it staining and sticking to the slab. So you've got to be very, very careful at what point you actually start emulsifying it and taking your grout off. If you carry on doing that, Fred Cody will find out you can clean floors, and she'll have you cleaning your new floor in your house.
Edit this bit out.
I have to edit it out, yeah. Tell her I done it, because you didn't know how.
Yeah.
There we are then. So we'll come back to you when we got the first layer off, and we go again. Right, I won't lie, this is hard bloody work. So we've grouted up to here now. I'm going to come back to the edges. Done this before, obviously, so it's no surprise to us. You're just going over and over and over it with the wash boy. I think we've been over it now maybe about 3-4 passes over it, and it's just drying out, and there's still a little bit of haze on top. So what have we done? 3 or 4 passes? 4. So there we are, 4 passes. So we'll clean the water out again, go over it again, and that'll be the 5th pass on it. And hopefully, once we've done another one, that will be good. We can go and have a sit down, have a drink, because we're up to there, and then we'll do that bit and get even more knackered doing that. Happy days, right? Happy days. Yeah, 5th pass. It's looking pretty clean now. You can, if you get to this stage and there's a bit of haze on it, and you come back in tomorrow, which it probably will be around where the joint is actually being installed, you can actually get a porcelain haze remover. So just bear that in mind if you get a little bit stuck and there is a bit of haze on your slabs. I don't know about you, Frey. I'm ready for bed. I'm ready for my tea in bed. And what time are we on? About 1:30? Yeah, we haven't stopped, have we? That's the problem. We've just been flat out at it because some son of mine said mix up a full bag. So I blame you. You've got the bloody blame for it. Nearly killed me, you have. Maybe that's what he wants. Maybe you want me dead. At least I wouldn't be tired anymore. Just coming to the last little bit now. We haven't been able to show you the other bits that we did, this one side, because it poured down with rain yesterday and nearly ruined the whole thing, didn't it?
Yep.
So when you do yours, we did check the forecast and it did say it was dry, but it lied, as it always does. So be careful, because we had a bit of a squeaky bum time yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah, man.
But this is the last little bit. So what I'm doing with this, right, what I was worried about with this was, I was thinking if I put this in, how was he going to get the eco drains back up? So what I'm doing is I'm filling the joint up, and then I'm going back over it when it's nearly set, and I'm running my gauging trowel, my pointing trowel, this side of the drainage to form like a little line. So when he does go to pick the drainage up, he can. So when you do yours, it sticks to your trowel nice and easy. This is just a grout trowel from Screwfix, like a tile grout trowel, that's all that is if you were wondering. And you just push it, you're just pushing it in until you can't get any more of the jointing grout in the hole basically. When it's full, move on to the next bit and so on until you've finished. And that is our last little bit. So the trick is now, let that set to a point where you can sponge it off. At the moment, look, if we come close, that's still very, very tacky. Right, so you just need to let that set a little bit now. We'll show you when we're going to sponge it off. Come back to you. Mondi sponge, this one. So little wash boy, got loads of water, clean water on there. Clean them off. Use your rollers. Okay, don't want too much water on it. Get the water off, and then all you're doing is you're just shaping this. Look, see the grout is still here. You just, so I'm pulling it towards me because I don't want it to go down in the eco drain. So I'm not putting any pressure on. I'm just shaping that like that. Not too much water, as I say, and then there we go. So that's that, using that. If you haven't got that, you can just use a bucket. So pretend this is a bucket, you're not using this. Clean your sponge out in a bucket of water. And if you want to just use your sponge, same thing. Circular motion. Try and bring all the product, all the grout back towards you, because I'm also pushing that into the joint as well then, aren't I? There we are, turn the sponge over. There we go. And then lastly, brush it off. So if you haven't got one of the Raimondi super duper professional pulley rapid, that is called, it says on there, just use a bucket and a sponge. And when you need to take this off, it's just starting to get a little bit tacky, so it's still quite wet. but it's just a little bit more tacky now than what it was previous, and that's what you're looking for. So we finish this now, and right, there we go then. That's the joint. That's the colour, what it's like when it's dry. As you can see, we have got to still clean it off. We've got to jet wash it off. So there we go then. Just put a bit of fairy liquid on it. Swashy washy, brushy brushy, brush it all in. It just takes off a little bit of film of dirt on top. Wash it all off, and good to go then. We have actually got a new starter going by the name of Mr. French. There we are, there he is, he's doing well. It's his second day with us. He's doing alright so far, so happy days. Right, here we go then, it's finished. Let's take you in. There we are, porcelain from London stone. Really, really nice. Steps, if you're wondering about these end bricks, we've got them on special order, so the ends will be filled. They're in the process of making them, so we'll come back and do that. Put a little step in up here to get up to the in sleepers, to get to the top level. Brand new grass, brand new turf, brand new grass, and let's take it this way. Job done. So I hope these clients enjoy this garden, because they've been really, really, really nice people. Got a good laugh and a joke, and there's been a seriousness to it as well with working out the work. And it's really, really important that when you have your customers, there's a good working relationship. It's been fantastic. So thanks to them, and his team's Plymouth Argyle. So good luck to them, unless they play Cardiff City. So please like, subscribe, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Cheers.